Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice and welcome to our daily reading. Hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's going on at the time you find this video, what the day might be about for you, or what the guidance is that would serve you best at this time. As always, just take the messages as they resonate with you. These are general readings, so if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Feel free to check out other videos on the channel. And I am working on October monthlies. I'm trying to do them by sign individually because I know you guys like that. Just bear with me. I'm very tired. But I'm doing my best here for you. Alright, all that being said, let's see what the day's about. Daily energy and advice for my subscribers at the time they find this video. Okay, Oracle energy and advice for the day for my subscribers. Okay, that just flew out and flipped over. All right, hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you have. And let's just dive in here, shall we? First card representing the influence of the past on our current situation, what has happened before, or what is happening as you're coming into the day or coming into the reading. Interesting, we have the Seven of Swords, Seven of Bats in this deck. And the Seven of Swords can be a sneaky energy. It talks about strategy, okay, and making moves in silence. And that can go from working with confidential information, and that's why you can't talk about it, but it can also, a lot of the times, talk about just lies, deceit, manipulation, mind games, people getting away with things they shouldn't be doing, etc. So let's see what's going on. In today's energy, we have the Hermit. Virgo energy. Now, Virgo energy is very, I just get scrutiny with this. So this could be where a specialist or an expert in the field comes in to assess things, to review things, to test things, to audit, okay, whatever the case may be. But it could also be for some of you that you've been taking some sort of class, course, studying something, taking private lessons, and not talking about it. All right, where things are headed. We have the Nine of Wands, Nine of Imps in this deck. The Nine of Wands talks about a very, very defensive type of energy, exhausted energy, where it's like you're anticipating more arguing, you're anticipating more difficulty, you're anticipating fights and conflicts, and you're just tense in anticipation of it, right? Can be very defensive energy, like I say. Can feel overwhelming, can feel like you're on the back foot with things. It's also an energy that's asking you not to give up. Something's almost there, and you have two nines here. So if you've been working on something in silence, in secrecy, whether it's to create something for yourself, to find a better job, to get out of a relationship, to find a different place to live, and it's like, oh, I'll tell you about it when I have one to go to, right? Or I'll tell my job that I'm quitting, or I plan to quit when I have another job to go to, type of energy, right? And it could be, what this feels like is you have to talk about a plan before you feel ready to talk about it. Either because you feel like someone's about to expose what you've been doing, and it's like, well, better get ahead of that then, and I should be the one to talk about it. Otherwise, it might look like I've been doing shady stuff. Or it's a case of you're just experiencing an energy of test, review, scrutiny at this time, and you're just feeling a little bit defensive because maybe, with Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands, it's like, well, I haven't really been doing my best. I don't really care about that much, but then I'm going to be tested on it, or they're going to be looking at my work on it. Maybe you were kind of, you didn't really keep a promise, or you didn't really, stick to a commitment, or whatever the case may be. And even in your personal life, where you've been saying to people, hey, I'm too busy. I got this going on, that going on, that going on. That's why I can't see you, right? But in reality, you just need to rest. You just wanted to sleep, but maybe you felt guilty saying that, right? And it could be something in today's energy where either you feel like the other person knows you're lying, and it's like, okay, let me just come clean, or someone's putting you on the spot somehow. You said you were too busy, but I saw this, and that tells me that you were lying, or something like that could be going on, some sort of confrontation. It's not really confrontation in the sense that someone's putting you on the spot and coming at you. It's more a case of, hey, I saw this, what's going on? Let's see, in the Oracle, we have 14, faith, hope, inspiration, and rejuvenation. With the number 5 there, the energy of change. Could also be, vice versa, where for some of you, you've kind of been going on hope in a situation, taking someone at their word, hoping for the best. And there's some sort of news, there's some sort of something being revealed or discovered at this time that's making you, with the 9 of Wands there, kind of, what was that? What? I thought something else was going on. Like I was told something else was happening. And it just makes you want to go ahead and question somebody or question something. And for those of you, this could be some sort of test of faith today, where, because you have the 7 of Swords and then you have the Hermit with the faith energy, where you're doing something based on your hopes, based on the signs you're getting, based on what your intuition is telling you. And you might be dealing with someone with the Hermit energy that's very much practical, realistic, completely logical, completely rational. And so you haven't been telling this person, hey, yeah, I'm pursuing this because I have a gut feeling that that's what I'm meant to be doing. Because this person would look at you and call you crazy, or this person would look at you like you're dumb, or something just very belittling, or just looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Or whatever it is. Or this is usually the person that's talking you out of things because they don't make sense, right? But you might be following your intuition. You might be following secret tips and information that you can't share with the world. So they don't know what you're basing your decisions on, and you can't tell them, right? But to them, it looks like you're just doing random things and not really having a plan and not really thinking ahead, right? And they may be trying to go, hey, I think you should be careful here. I don't think that's the best way to do it. But again, they don't have access to the information that you have access to. Do you see what I mean? And so the 9 of Wands, that could lead to, thank you, I appreciate your concern, but just back off and let me do what I'm doing, okay? Because whatever this is, it's close to the finish line, and then you'll be able to talk about it, and then you'll be able to tell everyone, this is what I was doing, this is why I wasn't able to talk about it at the time. But yeah, there may be a bit of a little bit of a tense moment, or a little bit of a clash, or if it feels like being confronted or put on the spot, not necessarily like in a conflict causing way, but like someone asking questions. Why are you doing this? Where is this going? What are you thinking, right? And again, you're basing your decisions and actions on something that this person either would not understand, or it's just you can't talk about it for whatever reason. And you're just going to have to go, just let me do what I'm doing. I'll explain it later, right? And if you are going through exams, interviews, tests, scrutiny in that sense, this is just telling you, don't, because I feel like you're fearing the worst, because maybe you haven't been doing your best job, or maybe you weren't feeling as prepared as you could have been, or whatever the case may be. But this is telling you, hope for the best. Just take a deep breath, hope for the best. There's nothing you can do about it now. It will be what it is, but just don't put more negative energy on it, right? Because it'll be okay. It'll play out. There might be some questions. You might have to say, yeah, sorry, that was my bad. I dropped the ball on that one. But it won't be the end of the world, okay? It won't be that bad. Or this could be someone just asking you questions to get a better understanding of you, like where you submitted an application and they're doing a follow-up. They're going, well, what do you mean about this? And what do you mean by that? Or someone looking at your resume going, could you tell me an example of this? Could you tell me an example of that? And you're like, oh, crap, okay, let me just think about it. But it feels like you're being put on the spot. But in reality, they're just gathering more information, right? Okay, so let's see. Pick your fortune cookie message. You choose number 1, number 2, and number 3. Set the intention to receive messages from 2 of the cards or all cards. And just keep in mind, these could be quite literal. It's up to you to interpret them for yourself, okay? Let's see, for my subscribers, fortune cookie messages. Okay, at the bottom of the deck here we have reflection. Friendships in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom and become stronger. Come on, camera. Laptop. If it is a situation where you do come across some information and you're not okay with it, you may be putting up boundaries, giving someone an ultimatum, stop doing that or we're done, or start doing that or we're done, or just walk away from something. All right, number 1, health. An excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. So for some of you, whatever's going on here is going on in your social circles with friends, family, your community, people you work with, that you have a friendship type of bond with. Number 2, surprise. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those searching. So yeah, it could be where you just have to go, listen, let me finish what I'm doing and I'll talk to you about it later. I'll explain it later. I'm almost done with it. Then it gets completed, right? And the disappointment might be that someone is saying, well, it hurts my feelings, you don't trust me enough to tell me, or this hurts my feelings because it feels like you're lying to me, or whatever. That's the sad moment, right? But then you can go, listen, it's done now. This is what it is. This is what I've been working on, etc. As an example, tying it into the reading. But again, it can talk about whatever is talking about to you. And number 3, sexuality. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation. That could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. So this could be around a pregnancy for some of you, or the fear of, oh, I wonder if that happened. But again, tie it to whatever it's tying to in your life for yourself. But yeah, that's what I have for you today. Interesting reading, interesting energy. So I'm looking forward to your thoughts on this, but I hope it helps, okay? Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.